As overseas nurses, one of the very first questions we ask ourselves is whether to go for a private hospital, a nursing home, or the NHS. We already know what a private hospital is. We also have a basic idea about what a nursing home is. But what exactly is the NHS? What does it even mean? Hi there, welcome to this video. My name is Jarwin and I'm a Filipino nurse here in the UK. Now if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please go ahead and do so and check out my other videos as well. Now, on to the content. Let's start with the acronym. The NHS stands for the National Health Service. In a nutshell, the NHS is a health service that residents of the UK can use whenever they are injured or sick. For British people, they may use the term poorly instead of sick. Just something I thought of that. These services are paid for by taxes and are free at the point of use. This simply means a person can just go in and have these services for free whenever the need arises. It includes services from nurses like us, doctors, opticians, ambulance, paramedics, radiologists, psychologists, and many other healthcare professionals. So what does this mean for you as an overseas nurse? Well, if you're thinking NHS equals hospital, it's time to think broader. Think of holistic care and all the healthcare professionals involved in maintaining and improving the optimal health. Think of the health continuum and put together all the individuals and the services geared to guide a person towards the optimal health. This means that hospitals, however large their role is, comprise only a part of a whole, which is the NHS. And as nurses, you'll have more options in terms of roles you can take on. There is a beginning for everything, and for the NHS, it was on the 5th of July 1948. On that very day, healthcare professionals including nurses, midwives, doctors, opticians, pharmacists, and dentists, including hospitals, banded together to become the UK-wide organization we know today as the NHS. The man considered responsible for the birth of UK's NHS is Aneurin Bevan. He was the health minister at the time, and people say that his idea was inspired by the system used in his hometown of Tredegar in Wales. The inauguration took place at the Park Hospital in Manchester, which is now known as the Trafford General Hospital, which still operates this very day. Since then, it has been known as the birthplace of the NHS. There is more than one. The responsibility of healthcare has been passed from the UK government to the Welsh government, the Scottish government, and the Northern Irish Assembly. So the NHS of England, NHS of Wales, NHS Scotland all provide healthcare services in their respective areas. In Great Britain. Northern Ireland, on the other hand, calls theirs differently. It's called the Health and Social Care Services, or the HSC. Everyone currently living in the UK can use the NHS whenever they are sick or poorly. The NHS provides services free at the point of delivery. However, there are slight differences in terms of which services are fully funded by the government. Say for example, for NHS England, people 16 and above are required to pay part of the cost for prescription drugs. In contrast, NHS Wales, Scotland, and Northern Ireland has this as part of their budget. Furthermore, if you're not currently living in the UK, you can still get medical help, but you may have to pay for the services. Now, before I end this video, I thought I'd add some interesting facts about the NHS. Having been born on the 5th of July of 1948, that makes the NHS 71 years old. Sylvia Diggory was the very first patient of the NHS. She was 13 years old at the time, and her last name was Beckingham. When the NHS was born, the Prime Minister at the time was Clement Attlee. Sylvia Diggory's grandson and Prime Minister Clement Attlee's granddaughter later got married on the early 2000s. By the day of the launch, a staggering 94% have enrolled with the NHS. In 1951, Aneurin Bevan, who was by then the Labour Minister, resigned from the cabinet when it voted for prescription drugs, spectacles, and dental care to be charged. So that's all we have for today. If you found this video helpful, please go ahead and hit like and subscribe and check out my other videos as well. Once again, this has been Charwin, a Filipino nurse here in the UK.